welcome back to another episode of the Main Motor Show. I know I've already made one video here already, just now, about a minute ago, and I'm going to be making another one, but you know what, it's all good. It doesn't matter if I make 10 videos in the same spot or not, or one video in 10 different places. Doesn't matter. The background shouldn't really matter too much, you know. Just making the videos all that matters for the most part. But let me go. I'm gonna tell you how even more messed up 2020 has been this year. I want to know if any of y'all have had, you know, similar problems. So, you know, 2020, of course, you know, I think the wildfires in Australia, I think, were earlier this year. I don't remember. You know, it's been all screwed up. Some Iraq problem with nuclear scare with Iraq or Iran and shit. Problems with North Korea, whatever, and of course this whole pandemic, this whole, you know, coronavirus bullshit, right? Some of y'all know and have seen the fact that the rear axle decided to grenade itself on the back of my truck and cost $1,500 to get that shit replaced or fixed, right? And whatever. And so what else is messed up is my dad's AC unit, central air conditioning in his house went out and had to replace that. His swamp cooler also went out, had to replace that. Luckily I got a friend named Mark who's knows construction, knows how to do a lot of this stuff, and I was able to have, you know, pay him some money to help, you know, have him do that, so he was able to make money to pay his bills, and we got some of the shit done a lot cheaper too, compared to working with companies and, you know, other whatever, right? Well, I had a refrigerator go out that I had to replace as well. One of the people I live with, I had my registration on my dirt bike came up. The registration on my dirt bike, or my truck, and my dirt bike, both registrations came up this year. Literally, I just got the registration sticker for my truck like a week ago because it's due in August. Got the registration on my bike at the beginning of August, or no, back in June, because it was due in June or something like that, June or July, one of the two. Had to pay my insurance on my truck. There's like 4 other cars at my house that all had to have their registration come up right at the same damn time. Had to pay all the car insurance on all those cars as well at the same damn time. The pool pump at my house went out and had to pay for that shit. Had to do some roof repair. Luckily, my friend Mark, that, you know, and I were able to fix the roof at the building where the people I work for own a commercial building, and every like 5 years we have to redo the roof on 6 different roofs, and we had to redo all that shit this year, and that was a hefty ass price. And I mean, even though my friend Mark paid me a couple bucks to help him out doing it, it was nice, but still, the material that we use only comes in a 5-gallon Porter paint bucket, right? And it's $250 gosh damn dollars per 5-gallon bucket. And for all 6 of those roofs, it takes, I think, 8 buckets. 8 of those 5-gallon buckets. So 8 times 250, that's what, $2 grand just in that. And you're not gonna get all of those roofs done in one day, and you can't reuse the paint brushes and the rollers when you do it. Whatever you use that day, you have to throw it out. So, you know, there was another $400, $500, $600 in just tape and paint brushes, paint rollers, and stuff like that. So I'd say there was about $3,000 there worth of material, and then we had to pay my friend Mark to do that. We had to do some ceiling work, do some work on the ceiling in some of those places as well. Yeah, I already covered my truck. Oh, and then one of the other cars that at the house needed a new transmission, which cost like $3 grand right there just for that transmission. Plus, and this is all stuff without tax, and I'll give you like a rough amount at the end of how much everything cost. And there were a couple other things I can't remember off the top of my head that I had to get taken care of. But between my truck getting fixed, the registration on my bike and my truck, the insurance on my truck, fixing that, getting a new transmission in that car, paying the registration and insurance on those 4 other cars, doing the roof and the ceiling and the pool pump and the refrigerator, the air conditioner at my dad's house, and the swamp cooler at my dad's house, and I think a couple of those electrical outlets that went bad at my dad's house as well, and the 5 or 6 other things I can't remember for some reason, ended up being about just over $25,000 in just this 1 year for repairs and all this other type of shit, you know, which is like, you know, it's money that none of us really had, and I don't know how we were able to do it, but it's like, I have no problems with fixing things. I don't have any problems with paying for bills or paying for anything that needs to be dealt with. But when everything hit at the same time, just one right after the other, just, okay, my truck broke down, that other car needed a new transmission, all 5 cars needed, my truck and the other 4 cars needed registration, all 5 of them needed insurance, all, you know, the pool pump, the air conditioner, all this shit was just like, we would get, you know, all the registration done, and a week later all the insurance came in and we had to pay for all the insurance, and then a week later the air conditioner went out, and a week later the swamp cooler went out, a week later we had to redo the roof, and then a week later we had to fix this, and then had to replace the refrigerator. And it's like 2020 is just kicking our freaking ass, like at least kicking my ass in a way, because we've already broken the heat record here in Palm Springs like 5 times in the last month and a half during the summer. That's why you're seeing so many of these regular vlogs compared to riding videos, because during the summer is my off season for riding, because it's just too damn hot. I rode once at the beginning of May, once at the beginning of June, once at the beginning of July, and once at the beginning of August, and it's like August 26th today, August 27th, something like that. And hey, look, I find these damn things all over the place. Chicken bones. It's kind of cool. Or that's either a chicken bone or from a rabbit or something, because, you know. But and then Also, another reason why you're not seeing that many riding videos is because I'm still having audio problems. So I replaced the microphone adapter. I have the original one connected to the camera now, and I have the new one hooked up to my microphone on my helmet, right? And then that still didn't solve the problem. I've done updates to the camera. That didn't work, right? They said make sure you have a compatible microphone, you know, a microphone that's compatible with the camera. Well, the microphone that's in my helmet is a Sony microphone, which Baby Randy Wright sent me when he sent me the GoPro Hero 3, my first camera that I got. And it worked fine for the longest time, but then now it's not working. So I also tried with this one in my helmet, still didn't work. I bought another microphone, you know, the way that they want it to be, the 1-ring or 2-ring microphone, whatever it is, I can't remember off the top of my head. Used it, still didn't work. I said fuck it, whatever. I took the microphone back and whatever, called them today. Now I have to go get an SD card adapter and all these couple other things to plug the SD card into my computer to do an update that way. It's going to take me God knows how long to do that, because I got to be able to find out where I can get that shit at, and then I got to figure out where it plugs into my computer at. And so I'm just hoping to God that at some point I can get this audio shit fixed so I can start making actual motovlogs again. And I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but and I'm not even going to say that I have it yet or have the surprise yet, but Dad's working on something right now, and I'm hoping that it works out for him. And yeah, and if it does, that'd be freaking great, man. But anyways, yeah, you don't need to tell me details if you're still watching at this point in time. You don't need to tell me details. You don't need to tell me how much money you spent or what you spent it on, but just let me know. Yeah, man, I understand where you're coming from with all this bullshit that broke on you. I had similar problems or whatever. If you didn't, that's good. If you did, I'm sorry. I hope everything gets better for you as well this year, and I shall catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.